Share. Share via email post to your profile report story. A day passed since Izuku Midoriya was discharged from the hospital. Izuku, are you ready? Inko asked. I'm ready, Mom, although it's kind of embarrassing that I can't do anything by myself, he weakly replied. It's all right, dear, I'm sure your classmates will understand. His mother smiled as she helps Izuku sit on his wheelchair. On the way to Ua, Mom. What is it, Izuku? About Uraraka. Did she really visit me? His mother smiled at him. She did. She helped take care and look after you every day. She's actually a sweet girl. I can see why you like her very much. What? Mom, don't. Izuku, I'm your mother. I know you like her. You aren't particularly good at keeping it under wraps. Inko chuckled. Besides, you always talk about her a lot, remember? She laughed. You know she'll be a great wife someday, Inko teased. Mom, please don't tell her that. Izuku pleaded, getting flushed by his mother's statements. I'm just teasing, dear. I bet she'd be really happy once she sees you, she smiled. I hope so. I'm excited to see everyone. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. As they approached Class 2A's dorm, Iida was already waiting for them. Good afternoon, Mrs. Midoriya and Midoriya, he greeted. Hey Iida, you really waited outside, huh? Izuku chuckled. Of course, as class representative I must be a good host. He killed the air. Come on inside, everyone's waiting. Mrs. Midoriya led me the one to push his wheelchair from here. I'll leave you here, Izuku, Inko stated. I'm heading to work. Iida, keep an eye on Izuku for me, okay? I will, Mrs. Midoriya, do not worry. I'll be helping him for his therapy also. That is good, she smiled. I'll be visiting to check on him, okay? Izuku, don't forget to take your meds. I won't, Mom. Alright, say hi to Ochako for me, she teased before leaving Ua. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Meanwhile, in the common room of the Class 2A dorms, the class were waiting for Izuku to arrive. Wow, Todoroki, looks like you're ready for your date, huh? Mina complimented, giggling, seeing Shoto wearing a white suit. You sure dressed like you're going somewhere expensive, Kaminari remarked. Zero chuckled. Well, rich people tend to do that. You excited? Jiro asked. I'm not going to answer that, he muttered, looking a bit flushed. Where's your date, Todoroki? Kirishima asked. She's still getting ready. Moments later, Momo got off the elevator wearing the green dress she bought yesterday. Todoroki, your date is here. Ochako cheered. Wow, Yaoyorozu looking good. Hagakuri giggled. Oh man, I'm jealous, I want to dress like that for a date. Mina pouted, then looked at Kirishima. Promoted stories. You'll also like The Kind Villain. 21.5K 675. Villain Deku fanfiction. Izuku Midoriya, a quirkless child no more than 9 years old, has always admired heroes. Especially his idol, All Might. Though, one thing he had me. The Eternal One for all, slow updates. 4.6K 123. This story follows our main protagonist Shiro, who, up until now, did have the best type of upbringing. From his parents avoiding him like the plague, to an older sister. My Heroes, BNHAX Child. Reader, 35.8K 716. This book is very old and cringy, and quat, Mom. Dad, and quat, and quat, they're gone, and quat, why did they leave me behind? Did they hate me that much? And quat, no. The Cybernetic Hero, 6.1K 122. In a world full of quirks, Izuku Midoriya is part of the 2% that don't have quirks, after being constantly bullied by his childhood and friend and Midoriya is Yagi Izuku more than a quirk. 3.4K 149. This is the second book in a 4-book series. Be sure to check out the first before reading this. Yagi Izuku pushes himself to his limits every day in hope of becoming S. Hikari. Open hollow corner bracket volume 2 Omake's close hollow corner bracket. 4.4K 145. Blank, underscore, blank, and quote. This is the story of how we all became the greatest heroes. End quote. Blank, underscore, blank. MHA reacts to Paranormal Liberation War. Company. 70.9K 1.8K. Paranormal Liberation War. The event that shook the world of My Hero Academia and turned the entire country of Japan into a lawless land. Many heroes lost their lives in. Looks like you have work cut out for you, man, Denki teased. You too, Denki, Jiro grinned sarcastically. Shut it, dude, you're making me look bad in front of Mina, he muttered. Todoroki, let's go, Momo asked approached Shoto. You look great, Todoroki praised, reluctantly as he was a bit embarrassed by his classmates staring. You too, she smiled grabbing his arm. Ciro looked a bit uncomfortable watching his two classmates and sitting among the couples. Dang it, seeing you guys pairing up kinda makes me jealous. I wish I could get a girl. Don't worry, Ciro, you'll meet her someday, Mina assured. All right guys, we're off, Momo uttered. See you later. Good luck on your date, you too, Ochako happily replied, raising her hand in approval. Have fun, Mon Amy, Aoyama waved. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Before the pair approached the front door, it suddenly opened. A familiar friend was being pushed on a wheelchair. Hey everyone, look who's back, Iida declared. Izuku. Ochako froze seeing him. She couldn't believe he's back. For real. Midoriya. The class cheered, rushing towards him except for a certain brunette and Bakugo. What the hell, man, what took you so long? Kirishima uttered. 2 months is a long time to sleep, dude, Kaminari complained. Well, I wasn't really aware I overslept, he joked, making the class laugh. Seriously, dude, you made us worry, Sato declared. A lot happened while you're away. Yes, I heard, he smiled. I have a lot of things to catch up on. It's good to see you, everyone. Midoriya, Momo called. I'm glad you're okay, she smiled, still grabbing onto Todoroki. Thanks, Yaoyo. Wait, Deku interrupted himself, pointing at Momo and Shoto. When did that happen? Ciro chuckled at the reaction of his friend. One of the long stories I talked about yesterday, man. I see, so are you two a couple now? Deku asked, making the pair blush. Momo was overwhelmed by the question, failing to answer. We're actually going on a date, Midoriya, Shoto answered. Shoto's words made Midoriya smile. It's about time, Todoroki. I'm happy for you too, he grinned. Hey, go on. Enjoy your date. Thanks, Midoriya, Momo uttered, still blushing. We'll catch up with you later, she said before leaving with Todoroki. So how are you guys? Deku asked, putting his attention back to his classmates. Well, we have a lot to tell you, Mina cheered, excited to tell the news about the couples, but first, how are you feeling, Midoriya? I'm okay, mostly, although I can't walk on my own or use my quirk for now. The statement made his classmates feel a bit pity. Sorry for that, Midoriya, you must have gone through a lot, huh? Shoji remarked. Yeah, no one really told us what happened in that final battle, Tokiyami uttered. Well, I can't remember it clearly for now, Deku replied. I'll tell you guys when I recall everything. So what's new with you guys? He smiled, attempting to change the conversation. Well, first off, Todoroki and Yaoyorozu aren't the only ones to start dating, Mineta frowned in annoyance. Huh, seriously, who else? The couple stayed silent, letting the others talk. Why aren't you guys talking? Alright, Midoriya, I'll tell you, Mina cheered. First, Kaminari and Jiro got together. Wait, what? That's great, you guys. He congratulated the couple. When did that happen? He asked. Jiro didn't speak as she was a bit embarrassed that they have to tell the story for Midoriya. It was after the Liberation War, dude, but we didn't start dating after the war was really over, Denki explained. I'm happy for you too, he smiled. Anyone else? Don't tell me all the girls got together with one of the guys, he joked. Why is no one talking again? Midoriya ribbit, Tokiyami and I are dating now too, Kiro. Seriously, Tokiyami, Deku uttered in sheer shock. I didn't expect that. Wow, since when? It was after you beat Shigaraki. We kind went out one time, then things that happened, Tokiyami explained. I see. Dark Shadow emerged. The full story is more interesting than that, Midoriya, believe me. Dark Shadow, Fumi yelled, recalling his sentient quirk back to him. Congratulations, you guys, he replied enthusiastically. There's more, Midoriya. Sato responds. Kirishima and Ishido are dating now, he laughed. Hey, is that true? Why, yeah, Kirishima replied, awkwardly telling the story. It was actually during our trip in Nabu Island before Tog. Before he can finish the sentence, Mina pinched his arm. Hey, what was that for, Mina? Mina whispered in his ear. We're not supposed to tell him about what happened with Toga. You guys went in a vacation to Nabu Island. Yes, we did. It's quite eventful actually, but we had to come back due to a minor issue, Iida explained. It's a shame I never got to come with you guys. Dang it, a lot did happen when I was away. Sue Hagakure, you and Ojiro are dating now too. Deku asked to change the topic. Hagakure got flustered by the question. What? What are you talking about, Midoriya? I'm sorry, I just assumed you were since everyone else did, he bowed his neck. Mina giggled at the statement. Don't worry, Midoriya, they'll date soon enough. Mina, Hagakure yelled. Don't mind them, Ojiro. Sorry, she uttered, thinking he felt uncomfortable. He smiled at her. It's all right, Hagakure. I guess us going to the caramel store would count as one. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Deku. Ochako thought, smiling at herself. She tried to distance herself from him as much as possible, at least for now. Aren't you going to greet him, round cheeks? Bakugo asked, holding a water bottle he took from the fridge. Why do you ask? She replied. I thought you'd be happy to see him, he asked, taking a sip of water. I just don't think I should right now, she smiled faintly. How about you? Aren't you going to talk to him? Well, I am just not now, he replied. Whatever you are thinking of, round cheeks, it doesn't matter. What matters is that he's here now. Uraraka chuckled at his statement. When did you become so considerate and compassionate? It's starting to creep me out. I'm not. You take it back. I'm just trying to say what I want to say. He yelled. I'm just joking, Bakugo. I think, she said, laughing at the guy. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Any more news, guys? Deku asked. How about Uraraka? Is she seeing anyone now? I haven't seen her since I got here. Is she on a date too? He remarked. The room went silent. What just happened? He uttered out of confusion. Mina giggled. I think you would like to hear it from her. Yeah, she'll tell you, Midoriya, Jiro smiled. What does that mean? He asked, still confused by the awkwardness. Seconds later they heard someone shout, I'm not. You take it back. I'm just trying to say what I want to say. Hey, Kachin is here, loud as ever. He laughed, looking at the kitchen. He didn't notice at first that Uraraka was there the whole time. I'm just joking, Bakugo. I think. Oh, I see. Good for them, he smiled. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, blank. Author's note. It's not what it looks like, don't get any ideas.